Hi, welcome back to the Construction Profit Blueprint. My name is Eric Anderton, and I've taught this process to construction companies for over a decade to help them to maximize the profitability of their organization. You recall from the first video that, dropped my pen. You always got to pick your pen up when you drop it. You recall from the first video that there's 3 stages to a construction business. You've got to bid, you've got to build, and then you've got to bill. And then the 4th stage, which is absolutely crucial, is you've got to think. And we're going to talk about in this video how to identify the profit opportunities that you have in each one of these 3 stages. So let's talk about that just a little bit. When I work with construction companies, what I find is that a lot of them do the wrong work for the wrong client. Not only that, but when they get the work, they tend to be sloppy, they tend to be slow, and in many cases they're unsafe. And then when it comes to billing the work, they're fuzzy about what it is that they've actually done. They don't have really clear numbers. They don't identify every aspect of the work they've done so that they can nail their change orders. And as a result of that, the cash is just not flowing through their organization in the way that they want it to. This process here is designed to help you to do the right work for the right client in a way that is safe and excellent and fast, and in a way that you can then get paid in a timely manner. So let's think about it just a little bit more. When you're identifying profit opportunities in your organization, start with the bidding aspect. When was the last time you sat down and asked yourself, what's the best location for us as far as doing work? Some companies are local, some companies are regional, some companies are national. Construction, to a great extent, tends to be sort of a local business, okay? So what is the best location for you doing business? Another good question for you to ask is, what type of business should we be doing? What type of business should we be doing? In other words, what is the kind of job that we get where we excel? We're in the top 20% of contractors as far as executing that type of work. Another question to ask is the client question. What are the types of clients that we want to work with? I find many construction companies never stop to identify the location they want to be in, the types of jobs they want to get, and the types of clients they want to work for. But if you just stop for a moment and get with your team and identify those things, it's going to really help you to be more profitable in the end. This is what you call a niche. Now think about it. When you come to the building aspect of your business, when was the last time you had a safety meeting on your site? Are you doing those consistently? And not only that, but are your safety meetings actually effective? What are your safety numbers like? I got to learn how to spell safety. Safe-T. What are your safety numbers like? Think about your craftsmanship. Do you have the very best people that you can find on your jobs at the moment? Or do you have a hiring problem? Are you easy to work with or difficult to work with? We know that the construction business is tough. It requires a lot of demands. It requires for you to drive your people in a certain way. But are you the type of company, or do you have the type of company that high-quality craftsmen want to work for? And those high-quality craftsmen that are on your jobs, are they executing them in a speed that is acceptable to you and to your client and in a safe way? These are very, very good questions to ask and things that you need to think through in order to identify your profit opportunities. What about your billing? When was the last time you really took a strong look at the way that change orders are being identified and then collected in your organization? Change orders are a great place for you to be able to maximize profitability. Not only change orders, but think about the last time you took a look at your job costs as far as the estimate was concerned versus your actual job costs. Are you clear on those numbers? Do you have clear numbers in your organization that help you to understand whether or not you're building your jobs in a profitable manner? You really need to be able to identify these areas of fuzziness so that you can then maximize the profit opportunities in your organization. Now think about this from a leadership perspective. Ultimately, as the leader of your organization, you're responsible for the vision and the profitability and the direction of the company. If you're going to be able to identify all of these profit opportunities in your company, you know what's going to really require on your part? You got to be honest. Or another way I like to put it is you've got to get real. So I want to encourage you as the owner of your business, get real about the sales and marketing aspect of your organization. Are you really working with clients that you want to work with? Or are you one of those contractors that just gets work because you got to get the work to keep on the guys and keep the business moving forward? Are you really identifying those key clients that you want to work with, those A players, and spending your time marketing to them and developing relationships with them? Do you really understand the best type of work that you should be doing? Do you really understand where it is that you excel so that you can bid on the right jobs, so that you can produce those profitably and ensure long-term relationships? As far as your building is concerned, are you safe or are you sloppy? Are you fast or are you slow? Are you excellent or are you poor? When was the last time you were really honest about how well your field operations are going? And as far as your billing is concerned, how much money are you leaving on the table? How much are you getting shorted by the people that owe you money that you're not collecting because you're either unclear on what it is that you should be collecting, or because of the way your operation runs, you're not able to go out and get the money that you deserve and that you've earned? You need to be honest. You need to get real in order to identify those profit opportunities in your organization. Now, once you've taken that inventory, the next step is then to analyze those profit opportunities. So come back for the next video, because that's where we're going to dive in to a process that is really, really effective for you gathering your team together to analyze those profit opportunities so that you can then go on to the next stage of maximizing those profit opportunities.